Finals in the ESL Open Cup Korea number 221. In the bottom right, in the top right, our red Zerg player representing Talon eSports. It is Dark. He's been waiting a little while for his opponent to finish up. This is going to be ByuN. Game one of the best of three as we get this up and running. Get this all started. So, DVZ missed 3. We get all started up, we get into this, we look to see what's going to happen. We're going to see our M-base gold blue. Going to be something that we just go towards immediately here as ByuN. He is going to go Reaper first, but he's not going to get that expansion down not too long after. So CC coming up, Command Center coming through, the Reaper is on the way, a couple of drones, a couple of queens all getting produced for the moment. We get this settled in for a little while. Let's see where we're going. As this Reaper is going to come across the map, and we don't expect it to get too much done in the early stages, of course. Open across. We'll look to see what exactly it can get done. It's been kind of a long Open Cup Korea today, right? Already coming up to being about 3 hours deep, and just getting the semi-final started. Oh yeah. Always love that. Let's do have the... It continues to come around again. Drone taking some shots, grenades. They come through. Very nearly had a drone kill there. The Reaper wanted to save itself. Dark thinks it's hilarious that he got the kill. He laughs. ByuN is sad. And that is going to be the conclusion of that little affair. So many low HP drones. Yeah, it really felt like he was maybe going to be able to get one. One second, Marine is going to go after the Overlord here. These two can have a little chat as they continue to discuss a few things early on in the game. Couple Hellions continue through, a couple of SCVs. Be on the way up, a couple of Queens as well. All of that going through for the moment. All of this ready as we have ourselves just the continued setup here. Just going to see again a couple of barracks of stim coming through. The Hellions going to get active onto these creep tumors. Roach Roaring is already coming up as well, so we get that started as the extra drones are on the way. Queen coming by. Just getting set up for the moment as our CC will finish on the left-hand side. So we got the third base completed, and a couple of Hellions coming through, getting past that hatch. Again, couple of racks, couple of engineering bays, all getting built up for the moment. As you see, our Queens and our Hellions are going to get pushed around. Again, the extra drones coming in, the Overlords are going to be finishing. This rack is going to relocate over to the reactor and it's going to plunk itself down here with the starport continuing up as well. The Roaches are still in production. Roach styles from Dark, definitely not a surprise. These couple of Hellions continue back out into the center of the map, so away they go. And +1/+1 coming through. The stim pack is already building. drones all building up again. A couple of Evo chambers going through the extractors. Getting set up as well. The Marine's going to come in. He's going to pick off the Roach. He's going to continue to stem by and just going to be able to go straight towards this. Obviously, with the Roaches coming through, they're going to be a fairly sturdy choice early. We're even going to go with the missile upgrade, so really going to double down on these Roaches for at least a little while. Get those Roaches really set up. The Marines, the couple of Hellions will join back up together as well, so still, again, really reliant on just upgrades. 1-1 combat shield. The tank and the medevacs continue through as well. And those few Roaches going to keep on keeping busy just towards that set of rocks, opening that up. All these other Marines going to be completing up soon as well. Still going to have our medevacs just loading, and away they go up the sides. 1-1 missiles and the Roach speed continue to come through. As those Roaches will, again, pick their way through a set of rocks. Just open up the map. Dog trying to play this gold base, which I feel like is always dangerous against the Terran, but I do feel like with Roaches it's more defendable because you can take a much more aggressive stance in the first place. ByuN going to take the attack elsewhere though, and the lack of mobility on the Roaches may be seen right now as we are going to just take out the Roach Roar. Well, Roaches just got even less mobile. There's no Roach speed for a while. And that's going to be a pretty sizable deal. Now some Hellions just showing up to get rid of a few drones on the gold as well, so the damage is really adding up here. Dog just building anything that he can to try and keep himself alive. He built an Evo, built a Bane Nest. I wonder if he actually wants the Baneling Nest, actually. Was that the Infestation Pit? He actually built that too. Did he actually build both of those? Oh yeah, I thought it was an Evo Gem, but no, it was an Infestation Pit. Then he built a Bane Nest too. Looks like he's actually going to keep them, although they are in a bit of a precarious space between your bases. Roaches will go knocking down a set of rocks in the center. We are going to see Link Speed coming up, missiles and carapace coming by. That Bane Nest is about to finish. A Hive is still producing. The rest of those Roaches all joining together as we do see the medevac boosting once again over to the far right hand side. Yeah, Queen's still coming about again. Link Speed, the Bane Speed, all coming up. The two plus 2 carapace, but they also switch into melee upgrades now happening as well. So get that going as a couple Marines drop down. The Crypt Tumor will fall. Extra Bane's coming about. Just going to be seeing these Zerglings still coming through. Marines and the medevac coming around as well. Just going to be able to grab this hatchery. Again, Roach Rav just still coming about, chilling out on that right-hand side. It's got the 2-2 upgrades coming around also. Playing Bane coming up as well. Tanks Will and Siege is going to do things a little bit differently at the moment, as we do see the rest of the Bioforce still coming around. And the Ultra Cavern now coming up as well on the side of Dogs. Again, that Ultra Cavern up and running. Bane, Ravager, Roach coming around, just going to get ready to run into this position in the center. ByuN holding this position nicely, but what stops Dog from just kind of working around and going elsewhere? Well, I guess Rock's off to the right side and the left side too. Dog just trying to get the Corrosive Bowels off, but it costs him quite a few units as ByuN continues to step forward. Dog will come back in. ByuN is going to have Banelings chasing him now on creep. Oh, it felt like a good chase down until he kind of stuck around just a moment too long. Then it became a little bit more disastrous as Ravagers morph in, the Banelings morph in. Continue to bring all of those up. Let's have another scan. Just going to be seeing Ling Roach Ravager still coming through. Bio will stand here. These Lings will get picked away. The Banes are getting knocked down. This army of ByuN is still pressing forward. Just going to see Lightning Clouds going down. So a couple tanks getting caught. The Ling Bane Roach Ravager continues to chase. It's going to be seeing those Banes continue to push through. It feels as though Dark is just going to have too much. That first fight where ByuN just kind of chased forward and the Banes got to chase him on creep just did so much, and now Dark is going to absolutely have everything he needs. And that's going to be GG's. Dark is going to grab himself a 1-0 lead here in the TVZ with just takes a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 semi-final. In the top right, red. The Zerg player is going to be Dark. Bottom left, blue Terran. It is going to be ByuN. Benson coming up, refinery in the gas coming, Iraq's coming in. We got ourselves settled for a couple of moments. I'm gonna go 2 racks on the low ground. Reaper time from ByuN. Don't see this all the time anymore, so something a little bit different here. Get it rolling. Get underway. See what comes of this one. Oh, hatch gas and full. All getting online. With the Reapers on the way out, definitely eyes on ByuN in terms of trying to get some damage done. Well, Reaper's coming through, obviously denying the third base is always a good start. That's one of the big benefits you get from playing this Reaper-based opening, that you can sometimes slow the third down. And if you do slow that third down, like I say, that is usually a pretty big benefit. So, steps in the right direction there as a grenade drops. You're going to see the drone going to become an extractor here. So neither third base gets to go up. Youth Thermal on a 113-month resub. What a freaking gamer. What an absolute gamer. Stop the Rippers coming through. The Queen coming about, going to fire up a little bit. Just going to see our road drone hatchery all coming through. The couple of drones getting settled for the moment. Extractor's coming up as well. We'll chase Reapers, will get hunted. Starport, CC, the orbital all coming down. Oh, we lose a Reaper. Nice catch from Dark. Gets one of them then. Marines. Poking, stim, everything. So we are going to try and get the Banshees up and get those underway. Marine is just going to go poking. Hopefully we're taking some shots, some damage being done. We do have ourselves the extra roaches coming up. That means that the Banshee is a very good play because the Banshee will help you to protect against these roaches. That's going to be a huge factor here pretty much immediately. Split pops out. Still going to be seeing extra Lings coming through. Marines, Cloak, Stim. Going to come about. Roach is going to get buffed backwards. The Reaper going to be there once again just to push that away. Banshee going to fight against the Ravager, and again, just this is the great part about having the Banshee. You can just get free damage, and extra Link still being made by Dark. He's still going to send this, apparently. Maybe wait for the Banshees to move across the map, and then he's just going to go when ByuN absolutely expects him to just be fully retreating. Banshee is going to walk into a Queen here, but the cloaking will pop. Spores on the way. Like I say, Dark kind of waited for these units to, well, the Banshee to come across the map to then commit. There's a bunker still here. He is going to be able to deny the combat shield. Stim already being done is big for this. It means those Marines are going to be much more effective against the Lings. Second Banshee is available now as well. So you see it now. Well, I mean, the barracks taking damage, but again, the Banshee will just chip through this. It is going to be time to go. This depot... Oh, sorry, this bunker is not going to last long with the corrosive files, but the Lings don't last long against the Stim Marines. And now two Banshees are going to go claim the lives of all these Ravagers. They're never getting away, so they're just going to turn around and do what they can, which is not going to be a lot. Going to come in again, corrosive files. We split away from them nicely. The Lings will not do anything here. This is a cleanup from ByuN. The defense is good. And that is going to be that. GG's. ByuN ties it 1-1 in the best of 3. In this map, again, another one where you've got unique choices for expansions. We have in the bottom left, Red Zerg from Talon eSports. It's Dark. And representing the Shopify Rebellion, our blue Terran. Upper right, ByuN. Couple drones, SCV and a barracks coming up. We get this settled down for a couple of moments, get this all on the way. Obviously hoping for some fun stuff here going into this third map. Getting this all started up, a couple drones coming out, the hatchery coming through. Well, hatch gas pool all coming up for the moment. We're going to finish. Just have ourselves the Overlord on a little bit of a cruise around, just checking to see the CC is there, for example, right? Just got early information guaranteed, information found. Couple things coming about. Reaper's going to be moving around. Let's have a couple of Lings continue to chase that Reaper, a couple of Queens, Link speed, hatchery, drones, all of this continue to come through. Nade drops, Queen gets bopped. Give it a little fight. See how Reaper pop into the main base. Still gonna see the Lings. Speed coming up. Queen coming about. Just gonna see one Ling picked off. Queen moves around here. Drone coming through. And that Queen and the Reaper going to fight against one another. Orbital Command still pumping out a few SCVs. Still chasing, and the Reaper going to get jumped on. Well, a little cleanup, Doc, just taking that forward base. The reason for the forward base is, hey, Rich Vespian gas, we like those. We love those, in fact. Rich Vespian gas is good. Take those when we can get them. Hellions continue to chase. Hellions will be pushed around a little bit. And that stim pack is already coming up on the side of ByuN. The couple queens coming through, the drones as well. All of that's still coming in just for the moment. We'll drop ourselves a cheeky little racks. Down onto the reactor. A couple more barracks coming up. The stim pack coming through as well. A couple more SCVs are coming in. And our 3 bases set up. A little bit of creep spread coming out as well. And just have ourselves the Overlord still flying through. The Queens are going to be there to push the Hellions back one more time. Shoving those away once more. And these Marines will hopefully finish off the Overlord. There you go. There you have it. Overlord will drop. Cleanup is made. We're coming up, the extra drones coming about. Well, that coming up as well as Doc continues his teching route. Stim will be done soon. We'll see if ByuN can do anything with that stim. And we are working off the starport. We have got a couple Banshees, but no Medivacs yet. We don't really have many Marines yet either, so it's going to be a while until we truly see anything coming from that one. In position so the Banshees will not do too much. You have that Queen continue to come around. You see that Queen still fighting, Banshee still getting pushed back, melee upgrades, Overlord speed, all coming up as well. Banshee's back around up the top side, Lings coming through, Infestation Pit is getting going. But that being speed coming up as well as the Dropper Lord starts to produce, so we are going to see Doc at least continue to try and get a little aggressive in some way. Again, holding his forward base with ease so far. Capture goes down. Banshees get turned away. Time for them to probably go and repair, and they can maybe take access on the map once again. Again, armory coming up, the tank coming through, 1-1 upgrades, and the combat shield coming in. The Marines, the Medivacs continue to get through the center. There's an Overlord. Just going to go flanking forwards. Overlord drops, the Lings and the Banes come over. Medivacs load. And we are just going to bring those back around over the right-hand side. So away they go. Still got the 2-2 upgrades coming up on the side of ByuN here. So again, that ready to rumble. A little bit of an upgrade lead. It's just the Lings and the Dropper Lord, by the way, so see those. I'm going to make a long journey around and try and take position. Marines trying to get the Overlord. Overlord just about backing it up for the moment. Hive still coming through. Lings on the way. Burrow is coming on in as well. And Marines are going to get this hatchery and be able to grab that also. Nicely done for the moment. More drones just taking some shots, so again, so far so good. Here's load back into the Medivacs. Lingdane gets there. The Marines are going to be forced away. Gun's going to respond quickly to the Ling drop, but again, it is only Lings, not Banes, so it's not going to be like an immediate kind of burst of damage or anything. Just a couple Lings dropping down and chasing around for a bit. Oh, Medivac still chilling out on the bottom. It's going to be seen again. Vipers, Ultralisk Cavern coming through. 2-2 upgrades and the Adrenal Glands coming up as well. Still seeing our 2-2 on the way out from ByuN, so continue to bring those up. Did Doc already do military service? Nope. He has to go this year, most likely. Saj, one of the most reliable players for tournaments lately. Gonna be lost to the military as well. Can we keep any of them, please? Please, please, please. Well, just coming up here, Doc has been able to advance to that stage pretty comfortably thus far. Medevac getting shot down. Parasitic Bomb will nail the other as well, so goodbye Medevac. It was nice knowing you. 3-3 coming up, plus 2 vehicle weapons on the way. The cloak coming up for Ghost. ByuN very ready to play the later game, which is quite easy to do. There's only a couple of main attack paths right now until you open up the sides of the map, and even then it's limited, so the Terran can really camp out on their bases quite easily. This is a very easy map, I think, to force the later game on as the Terran player. And so that is what we're going to begin doing. Marines, Ghosts continue to come around. We are going to be seeing Doc taking a moment to type. Let's have ourselves again. Still that Spire coming through. Grey Spire now morphing. So Doc definitely recognizing that he can just take the map at the moment. ByuN's just camping out. He's playing late, so Doc's going to take the map, prep with his upgrades, prep with his tech structures. Get all of that ready to go. As ByuN knocks down these rocks, he will give access to the right side base. I kind of like what he's done. By knocking down the rocks instead of mining out the gold minerals, he essentially sets up in such a way that you cannot attack this base, then go over here. Instead, ByuN can only has to defend here, then over to here, which is a much more defendable way of doing things than having to defend here, and then suddenly you're kind of breaking through there, you're having to run backwards. So I kind of like that. It's a little thing to note. It makes sense this later stage to kind of open up via rocks rather than via the gold base, especially with the bases that ByuN currently defends. So that makes sense. This Dark already taking more bases than should be his, though, and I guess that's one problem that the Terran has with just sitting back and playing super defensive. The Zerg just says, cool, I'm going to start taking some of the bases that should be yours, and so I'm going to have more money than you will ever have, and that allows me to play a little bit inefficiently at times, of course. You have these Banes are going to end up a little bit stuck. You're actually going to lose a lot of them towards the end. And yeah, I feel like they kind of went back and forth a little bit. Dark was almost undecided whether he was meant to kind of commit with them or not at a few different moments during that. 13 SCVs going down. A huge Ling load up into the drop. The board's going to start moving across. The turret's firing, Dropper Lord's taking shots. We're going to go sniping. A bunch of those Overlords going down. The Ling Bane's still coming through. We're going to be pulling back to the Marines and the Ghosts. Not going to play clean up here, and the defense is made from ByuN, so he is going to hang on in there for the moment. Couple goes getting picked off. ByuN is just going to unload onto the high ground. We see a couple of these Banes trying to drop in. The Ghosts going to get cleaned up there as well. The rest of the Bio coming back into the center. Best is coming through. Another CC coming up. We are going to see a lot of the Lings running down to the bottom right-hand side. A hatchery over there in position. A couple of orbitals. That other CC getting set as well. Drones pull back over. Marines are going to stand by. You're going to be seeing a couple of these drones in some trouble. Medivacs to lift up and evacuate these units. That's exactly what they will do. Ling Bane Ultra going to regather for the moment as a couple of the Banes get set as well. Liberator is going to unsiege. Do things a little bit differently as we do see the Thor still coming up. +3 vehicle weapons, +2 vehicle plating. Command centers on the way. Starport getting built up as well. Now we're going to see the Drop Lord not going to do anything. Oh, not the Drop Lord, just the Overlord trying to place the Knight is not going to do anything. And ByuN, the problem is he's got to start stopping some of these bases of Dark. If Dark just mines out all of these bases that ByuN will then never have access to, I don't think ByuN can ever find the efficiency that he's looking for. Like, he can draw this game out, but the efficiencies that he's looking for is absolutely through the roof ridiculous. Falcon, obviously, with this many bases, takes some real bad fights. ByuN's going to try and take this one base up here, slowly pushing into this position. We'll need to clean out some of the creep spread as well. Dark's goal is, again, just to mine out as much as he can, as quickly as he can right now. He's going to run in with these Lings. Again, just trying to protect the position, I imagine, for a little bit more than anything. He's going to grab a tank, a few more of these Marines. It's actually going to be a pretty successful little run by friendly firing tanks from further back. Get rid of that tank as well. That was honestly pretty good for Dark. Again, he can afford efficiency like that, in my eyes. Clip's still coming up. Spine's coming through. Extra Lings are building. Thors will continue to move around a little bit as well. Banelings around in the bottom right on the move as well. I'm just going to be seeing the Ling Bane going to get ready to go. And a couple of Hellbats in the front already, something to be scared of. I'm just going to be seeing those ghosts, those Hellbats continue to come through. We have our +2 missile attack coming up as well. Still got those Thors pressing forward, the Hellbats and the Marines all coming by. Oh, well, Spine's going to shoot away. A moment or two. Going to be seeing the tanks and everything continue to come around just a little bit. Just going to be seeing the Neural Parasite coming around as well. +2 Flyer Carapace, +2 Missile Upgrade coming through. Got the 90s Network building. Looking for a little bit of a nuke coming by as well right now. Ghost of Soul getting shot at. It's going to be seeing another Infestor getting caught. That nuke is going to land, and that is going to be a Spine going down. The other Spine taking damage. Marines, Ghosts, Hellbat just going to come through, hit this hatchery a little bit, so damage being done. Broods and Corruptors continue to come about here. And again, let's have ourselves the army continue to press forwards. Ultras and Banes going to be coming in. A couple of Thors taking some lift-ups. We do have ourselves Dark is sat here. Being fairly reasonable. Let's see another Liberator getting sieged up. Just going to be getting that settled down. All the Broods joining, obviously, as the tech units continue to gather in here. This is just what Dark's been building to. He's got a 12k, 7.5k bank. ByuN has a good bank as well, but again, Dark is just mining off a couple bases that ByuN really, again, needs to try and deny to some extent. And dive in here, and a couple of Thors getting knocked at. Problem is, for Dark, you know, taking the fight is still going to be difficult. It's not exactly going to be easy. Sorry guys, I just need to do something. Trying to see if it works. Apparently Harston left his stream on. I forgot to turn his stream off, or turned it back on by mistake. Dude, it doesn't work. Because I'm on Korea. I'm on the wrong server. Ah. God damn it. I don't know what my plan was with this meme, but it hasn't worked. Shit. Now I just look like an idiot. He's gonna make fun of me. Oh well, back to the actual important stuff in this game is Hellbats and Thors are pushing through. Hatchery gonna take some damage. We've seen Corruptors coming around. And we've seen a lot of those coming up. There's a lot of units on the way from Dark and ByuN moving about. Just seeing ourselves a couple of missile turrets, the ghosts all coming about as well. So far, so good. Still waiting for just fights to happen, guys. Exciting. Couple of shots coming through. Continue to move about here. Going to be seeing ByuN again denying that bottom right base. Has also denied that top left base. Progress from ByuN as he takes those bases out, puts himself in a good position, honestly. Puts himself in a pretty hopeful spot as we're going to see this nuke landing. I mean, if you can stop Dark mining these bases, I would generally say you're giving yourself a good chance, right? There is going to be a possibility of making stuff happen here. Plus 3 higher cavalry coming up, the nuke coming online, Planetary Fortress is coming in, plus 2 ship weapons coming through as well. Broods are going to come by, the orbital taking damage, a few snipes go down, the Overseas getting chased away, and we have ourselves this Broodlord army. I mean, isn't this just so many Broodlords, it's actually difficult to get rid of. Have ourselves a couple more Corruptors coming out. The Ghost obviously would love to get the snipes. The Fungal doesn't quite reach any of the Ghosts there. Just trying to Fungal the Ghost to stop the snipes from coming down and just trying to layer into this push as Dark will move forwards. ByuN moves around the sides and will go striking, looking for some extra action already. You're going to see those few Broodlings still going away. You're going to see the Livs, Tanks, Thors continue to move about as well. You're going to be seeing the Ultras, Queens continue to come around also. So far, so good. And this is a big push from Dark, obviously getting a lot of progress made, but this attack of ByuN is not exactly being stopped either, so this is also going decently for the moment. This also continues to do pretty well. Having extra barracks factories, reproduction coming in as ByuN realizes he has to go elsewhere. So we've seen these tanks and these Thors continue to move up. Spire, Great Spire continue to come through as well. They really do continue to go pushing. Those coming in. Continue to attack through, clearing out this base. Everyone's trading bases. Ultras being made as Dark still needs maybe a way to kind of break through an army or kind of a big base at some point. So that may still become a factor at some stage of this. Libs going through, a couple of Brewers getting shot at. You're going to be having a couple of Ultras coming in, the Thors, the Vikings, everything coming around. You have this force of Dark just really cruising, but now going to get caught by Vikings. Well, that's awkward. There's no anti-S. The Vikings are just going to play cleanup, and Dark is going to lose big time. Now, Dark only has 5 lava, so spending 10,000, 6,000 resources is actually going to be extremely difficult to do. So that's going to be tough, if not nigh on impossible. And that might just mean that Dark can never spend the money that he kind of tried to mine the game out for. ByuN eventually pushed into that top side as well. Took that base. Dark leaves the game with 10k, 6k banked. Nothing he can do about it. And that's going to be GG's as